Scoot over, Joel. You're taking up my seat. Too hot in here for that.
Do you mean hot or hot?
Just shove over.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Still traveling on Voeld. We got Cora and Joel, as you probably realized from that conversation. And yeah, so we're heading out to hunt some poachers, I think, right? That's the one that I clicked on. I did. I'm going to the wrong one that I wanted to go to, but whatever. I guess we're going to this one. Now, actually, I do believe that I want to say somewhere over there, maybe, is another one of those guys that you can recruit for the Resistance. Now, I don't know how much that affects anything, like doing those small little recruitment things with Joel.
These relays are carrying power a long way.
But I mean, they got to be doing something. But I mean, I imagine that it does something. Oh, now I think that like the comment about the relays is because we need to take down that shield for a mission. I'm not 100% sure exactly which quests or like which side quests we have to do to advance that mission. Come on, I know that they... Ah, there it is. I was like, I know that they're not on top of this thing.
Looks like the poachers have already moved on. Hold on, there's a data pad here.
Hey, look, I remembered what button it was to get out. Alright, let us see. We had to pack up and follow the fish. They're actually pretty smart to keep an eye, or to keep on the move like this. Just use the signal to find us. Van speared a little one, I think it was a calf, and the rest of them went berserk, nearly drowned her. She'll get hypothermia at this rate, so we sent her back to the med bay. Means we're a hand short, so get here as quick as you can.
These people, they have no idea what the Yavara mean to us.
We'll take care of these poachers, Joel. I promise.
Thank you. I know it's difficult to understand. The Yavara are intelligent, amazing creatures. And they are being slaughtered.
I mean, it's not that hard to understand. I mean, we do have endangered, have had, I don't know, like Mass Effect, like how endangered Earth is. Because the only game where you can really go to Earth is the third one. And you don't really spend a whole lot of time there.
The planets in Helios still look so alien.
They look stranger with humans on them.
And like the only, like I'm trying to think if there's more than one, but I'm pretty sure there's just one mission, and it's the end of the game, where you actually have control of anything on Earth. And other than, like, you see a city at the beginning of it, at the beginning of Mass Effect 3, and you come back to a war zone for like the final mission of Mass Effect 3, and I don't think that there's any other point that you're there. You know what? Let's take a stop here and see what these cat are up to. Oh, I also changed my profile a little bit. And if you don't remember what the profiles are, they are, they're things that, you know, it's like, oh, you get these bonuses based on where you put your points. God, my aim. I haven't shot anything in a while. Spent all week, well, I say all week. I didn't really play anything at all week. But like, well, I guess a little bit. But like last weekend there, I played Spyro, which, as you can imagine, has nothing to do with shooting stuff. Oof, that's gonna be rough. Oh, but like the thing I also got that now. Oh, fuck. Ah, good, he's dead. But yeah, so I picked the one that went with all three, like, because I've been putting stuff into soldier, not soldier, Is it? No, combat tech and biotics. I don't remember exactly what the name is, but it's something explorer is the profile that I'm using, because it does decrease my weapon damage more from the one I was using. Like the one I was using, I think increased my weapon damage by 15%. This one's only 9%, but it increases my damage resistance from 4% to 9%. So, or 4 to 9. I don't know if that one was a percentage or not. I would like to say it is, but you know, obviously I don't really. What was the beeping about? Yeah, well, whatever. But you know, I don't really remember. I'm not going to bother to look up for that. But anyway. So yeah, I figure since, you know, I don't have any of the materials, because I still haven't went mining anywhere. I mean, there's nothing stopping me from going mining in between videos, or in between weeks even. Because like we're on Voeld, I've put down things. It's like I could go and drop all of the forward stations.
I like your rifle, Joel.
I built the modifications myself. Once it was Ket. Now it kills them for me.
Back home, some people name their favorite weapons.
This one is a Garav.
Don't. Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Oof, that's a good explosion. Kill him. High rock, which I already got. Good. Shotgun. You know, I know that there is a way to quick switch between like your weapons that you like your last 2 weapons. I don't remember how to do it though. I think it might just be nope. Nope. I know there's a way to do it though. Fuck, how do you... Oh, you know what? I think it might be if I hold X. Yeah, there we go. If I hold X, it'll switch weapons for me. And it's always a good idea to have your shotgun on your secondary. Because you never know when something might get in your face.
Something tells me they won't let us stroll in and chat.
Ooh, that guy's new. Fuck. Come on. So these are actually all new enemies, because this is our first time actually fighting outlaws. Oof, there we go. That was a good one. Which means actually that we may... It's a sharpshooter. Oh, come on. I know there was another guy because I saw a guy with tech armor on. I know that the sharpshooters don't have that. Or don't you? Oh, here. Is this him? Outlaw Raider. I think that might be the regular standard enemy. I don't see the tech guy anywhere, unfortunately. Oh well. Yeah. Well. So that may actually have finished off that other quest. I didn't see it pop up, but I wasn't really looking. The quest to scan enemy types.
That looks like Ket salvage. Be careful, Ryder.
Do. You. Oh, let's just grab that. Oof, that was unfortunate for you, my friend. That was very, very unfortunate. Alright, okay. So I think this is a quest where we do have a choice at the end, but it's one of those quests where it's like, technically you have a choice at the end, but at the same time I have Joel with me. So like, there's not, you know, like in the end, obviously, it's not like he'll leave you or anything if you choose the wrong, like if you make the wrong choice or anything, but it's still just like, you make one choice and Joel is considerably more upset with you. But I think that you can, yeah, I was going to say, I think that there's quite a bit to explore in this cave, but obviously, you know, because of the cold hazard there, we do have to press on a little bit more than normal. We can't quite, like, we can't take too much time to explore. I'm not overly worried about it, because I mean, like, yeah, I could end up having my character start to freeze to death, but I mean, I have health. I mean, that'll burn through before anything else. Oh, there we are. And heat. Mangaring node. And I can't use that. I don't know. Can we? It's weird that they put...
Below normal temperatures.
Yeah, it's weird that they put her out here.
The people I hired shot at you, and you took care of them. I understand that. Now let's talk.
After all I've heard, I didn't expect that an Angara led these hunts.
Then you've been talking to the Angara here. I'm sure they told you the stories, how the Yavara are the only living history we have left. But these creatures might also hold the key to our war against the Ket.
Explain.
I've been performing tests. An enzyme in the Yavara's skin could treat the effects of Ket weaponry. If I'm right, our fighters could heal faster, push back against the Ket.
No. Not like this. Creatures are dying.
You see, my people would rather cling to tradition than think about the future.
Even if the enzyme helps, the Angara won't accept it when they know the source.
At first, maybe. But the Angara have always been survivors. In time, they'll see reason. Just let me continue my research for the future of my people.
Ryder, I don't know how to feel. I can't make this decision.
See, now this is one of those decisions, right? Where I want the third option, where you can continue your research as long as whatever it is doesn't kill them, right? Like, that's the thing, right? Is they're mad that these things are being killed. And she needs enzymes from them. Now, once again, I'm going off of biology that I know. Obviously, I don't know the biology of the Yavara. But I have a feeling that you can get that without killing it, right? So...
Sam, send her information to the Resistance.
Transmitting data.
I suggest you get off Voeld before they get that info.
You're making a huge mistake.
I'll contact the commander. Thank you, Ryder. I think this is the right choice.
But yeah, it's one of those ones, like, I will admit that one is a very gray area. It really depends on the individual. Like, I could see that one going either way. Like, I wouldn't give anybody like, there's some decisions, right, where it's like, who the fuck would pick the other decision? That one there, I could totally understand either decision. Now, I will admit, the main reason why I go for the one I do is because I already know that we're going to win against the Ket, and I know that because we're the main character, therefore we're going to win against the Ket. And they're the bad guys of a video game, therefore they lose. But, like, I don't know. It once again, it's not necessarily, like, in real life, I probably would have went for the other one. I probably would have went for, hey, continue your research. I mean, like, but once again, in real life, I could tell her, or at least talk through it, because once again, I'm not a scientist, but I can talk about science stuff.
All on my own, Ryder. Thank you.
And, like, I can talk about science stuff enough. Like, I know enough about enough things, you know? I realize I keep saying that word a lot, but... to have conversations about most topics, even if I don't have like direct knowledge of said topic. I usually have at least knowledge of something adjacent to that topic. And like something like that, you know, like I would talk to her about it and be like, all right, now is there a way that you could continue your test without killing these things? Like, you know, if you could manage to, let's say, capture one and contain it, right, then you now have it and can run all the tests you want on it, right? And then you don't have to, you know, it's like the resistance might be mad that, you know, yeah, you've captured one of these things, but at the same time, you know, it's alive and providing the benefits that you want, right? So like do it that way. It's just like in what was it? Oh. In like Last of Us, right? Like I don't remember exactly what I said at the end of that part.
That was one hell of a shot, Jal.
They become easier if you imagine your target is the Archon's face.
Noted.
Alright, so game froze. And it froze somewhere in that trench, and now I don't know what where I was talking in there. Because like because I know I was talking about.
Still getting the Periphona's signal.
Wonder why she's on the ground.
I know we were talking about how, you know, like in real life you could talk to them about, you know, how to accomplish the goal and whatnot, and I was talking about how it's the same with like The Last of Us, right? Where it's like, oh, we got to kill Ellie to make the thing, because to make the vaccine for the fungal infection that's taken over the planet, we need to remove her brain because that's how she's immune to it, and yada yada yada. And you know, like one thing about that is like a lot of people are like, oh, you can't, like that's not a fair comparison because, you know, they say that and whatnot. It's like, all right, they say it, but I mean the government and everybody before them couldn't come up with a fucking vaccine for this. So I mean, what are the odds that this random
Pretty sure the
group
AI
of
rulebook
people
doesn't insist the Pathfinder always gets to drive.
oh, you know what, this one may be, oh no, it's on the other side.
Cora, this talent you and PB have.
Biotics?
What does it feel like? Does it hurt?
When you really let loose, it's like a massive, deadly sneeze.
Amazing. What's a sneeze?
But anyway, like playing that, you know, it's like, oh, we're gonna do this, right? And it's like, all right, so like I don't know a lot about vaccines and how they're made. I know a little bit, but you know, I know how like the actual vaccine is made, not how it's discovered, you know. That, like, you know, it's like a half-dead cell of the virus or whatever, right? And it's like, and then, you know, it's a fungal virus, so, you know, I really don't know what anything about that.
Picking up signal.
Is it that there, maybe? It's not, but there is a flare here. But then it's like, oh, and we're going to remove her brain to do it. And it's like, all right, well, I know that that's a lie. It's like, I know that that's not how you make vaccines.
Father, Mother, if I don't get the teachings, I hope the Resistance finds this message. And you. I love you both so much. I didn't want to leave you alone in that cave. The Ket are following me. They'll take me, just like Oren and Ori. What do they want with our family? Why is this happening to us? I hear them. They're close. I love you. I love you.
They took her.
She had to leave her parents in a bad place. Sam, any chance we can find the cave she mentioned?
There are several potential sites nearby. I recommend a thorough search of the area.
Alright, yeah, I don't know where the hell these people are, but we'll have a quick look-see for it. But yeah, when it's like, alright, so we're going to take out her brain to do this, and it's like, alright, well, now I know that you guys don't know what you're doing, because, I mean, you're not, like, that's just not a thing. Like, that's not where antibodies are stored. Like, you know, my knowledge on viruses is that, or vaccines is that, you know, you create them using antibodies from a person who is immune or a person who has got the disease and gotten over it, you know, shit like that. And they're like, we're going to remove the brain. It's like, all right, well, that's not where antibodies are stored. So, no. It's like, I now know that you guys don't know what you're doing. So why would I let you kill the person, right? Like, odds are... And then, you know, after Joel goes after her or whatever, right? You know, because he doesn't... You find, or you can, I guess, find a tape that says, like, oh, that they've tried this with other people that they found that were immune and it didn't work. And it's like, well, clearly you guys don't know what you're doing then. Like... And it's like, I understand that, like... Oh, I think this is what's blocking the signal.
This is the source of that interference? Looks like a meteorite.
The interference is caused by the EM radiation it's emitting. I detect that...
Audie, headed our way.
Oh, I think I got the scan though. Oh, well, that was a waste. Oof. You know, I don't think that's actually supposed to pull them out.
emitted by that meteorite might be drawing the Ardi, as well as driving them into a frenzy.
How do we shut it off?
Perhaps the scan will tell us more, Pathfinder. Pathfinder, I can modify your Omni tool to dampen the signal.
Okay. But yeah, and like I know that was like a big thing with the game, right? Especially with like The Last of Us 2 coming out and like the way shit happens in it and whatnot. Apparently I haven't played it. You mother...
Perhaps something about the frequency causes agitation in the beasts.
Like I've seen a lot of people talking about it online now and whatnot, and Game Theory did a video on it where they proved that that's not how you treat a viral and fungal infection at all.
Through the scourge and pick up something of its nature. No two are exactly alike. Some of them are quite beautiful and quite dangerous.
I suggest we return it to the Nexus for analysis. We could learn more about the Scourge.
True. Disrupting comms, driving wildlife into a frenzy. There's too much here to ignore. We need to study it. Hopefully the Hajara scientists won't have any more trouble with their comms.
Alright, and there we go. So yeah, you can destroy it as well. Once again, I think that's one of those things where in a sequel, it's like a very small portion of this game, and it doesn't really do anything, but in a sequel, it would affect it. But obviously, you know, we don't have that, so we don't know how much that'll affect it. Now, once again, we already know that it disrupts signals and everything.
Are there? Back where you are from.
Not many. Most people are afraid of AI.
But yeah, like a lot of people have been...
Pardon?
That was weird. Talking about the... I want to say there's a trail of those data pads or audio logs that you can find.
Maybe not, but when AI do go rogue, they're a real threat.
Okay, that's weird. It's like Joel's voice lines aren't coming through. But yeah, a lot of people have been talking about it. Like, I watched that thing that MatPat did, and I'm like, see, I knew that wasn't right anyway. And I mean, like, even in that video, he says, like, even if it wasn't a fungal infection, like, the whole point of it was that it attaches to the brain. And it's like, yeah, but... And it turns out that fungal infections are actually... or at least assuming that everything he said in that video was accurate, which, you know, it's probably as accurate as it could be for somebody looking it up randomly. Fungal infections actually really easy to treat because they're not viruses, you know? Like, treating the zombie virus would be really hard because of, you know, the fact that it's a virus. And then it's like, oh, but a fungal thing is actually really easy to treat. I have no fucking idea where this cave is. Now, she was headed to Techix. Although I think this here might be the other poacher camp you can come to.
The poachers aren't here.
They must have continued following the Yavara.
Yeah, so this is another one. It's the exact same thing. You come here, you find the thing, and then you go and find the other place where we were at. I don't think that it matters which one you go to. As you saw, that one there is pretty fucking similar. Anyway, let's go back to our map here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Whoa, look at that. There is a fucking marker on my map. I didn't realize that.
Ryder, move in the open very freely.
We have to. We're here to explore.
It's only strange after years of keeping our heads down against the Kett. One day we'll destroy them. I'm determined that it will be soon.
I mean, we do alright in this game. I mean, we don't... spoiler alert for the end, but... We don't necessarily destroy them, but I mean, we do pretty fucking good.
Whoever hears this message, please find our daughter Ibble. She was headed for Techix. The Kett are hunting us. They stole our sons and daughters. Ibble is all my wife and I have left. We heard Techix was safe, but it's too far, too dark out here. We sent Ibble on without us. To save her, the Kett followed us. I hear them outside. They'll find me in Era. Only a matter of time. Ibble, if you ever hear this, we love you. Never forget that. Be strong.
The Kett got her parents, too. What did those things want with a whole family?
I possess insufficient data to draw a reliable conclusion.
Sam, transmit the family's audio logs to the Resistance. We've done all we can.
Did they? I don't... Oh, there we go. Is that it?
Enemy gone.
Wasn't much of a trap. They sent 3 wraiths, that's it. It's a real shit trap, man. Alright.
That's it.
Anyway, let's head back to get the signal here. The tracking signal.
Huge task to responsibly settle all your people in Helios.
It seems incredible, sometimes. The idea of making places to live, even though we've already done it. There's so much hope riding on us.
Speaking for the Resistance, I know what that's like.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why I keep looking out this way, it's because that's more or less, like, all those locations out there, none of them are marked. I don't think so anyway. There might be 1 or 2 that are. But most of them are the unmarked locations that you have to go to find, like, the dead Angarans, the tracking signals and all that.
One down.
Oh, there we go. I was like, there should be a bunch of materials then. If we got the false signal. Do. And 1 more. Okay, let's see now. What's the next closest thing? That would be whatever here. Remove the heart. Ah, observe Kett shield. I mean, we may as well head over there. But yes, I guess we shall go and observe the Kett shield as well, since it's along the way. I mean, technically we observed it, but, you know, for the purposes of the game we haven't. What's that over there? I have a feeling that's where those guys are going. See just like a marker there. Oh, you know what? It's probably one of their shields, isn't
The
it?
camp ahead contains Kett life forms, Pathfinder.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured.
Nice work.
Oh, wait, that was the wrong one. Oh, got you. Haha. Shouldn't have got up. Didn't realize your shield was taken. Ow, ow, ow. I'm gonna ignore that. And we're good. You know, I will say, like, there was a lot. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember if there was more than 1 achievement for it. But I know there was achievements for combo detonators, right? outside of getting those achievements, I've gotten more combo detonators already in this
Temperatures are
playthrough.
within acceptable limits.
I realized that, I didn't get any in that fight, but I was just thinking about it before. That, like, I've gotten more combo detonators in the little bit that we've played than throughout the entirety of my first playthrough outside of the short period of time where I was specifically going for them in order to,
Sorry, how many?
8 brothers and sisters, almost 4 times as many cousins. My mother's. A lot of voices with opinions on what to do or to be.
No kidding. How do you handle that?
Honestly, not well.
yeah, because, like, combo detonators, same with, like,
The middle of nowhere.
That's Jarnik. The Kett think they'll find some remnant thing there. Our people can't break through that shield. It's controlled from the main command base.
oh, so we can't even do that mission yet, then, probably. If we have to do the Kett base first. I mean, that's fine. We have the codes that we need to bust in there and do it, but...
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Okay, so we got that coming down. We can't do the... Yeah, that's right. It's marked by a cave. Alright, so I guess straight ahead would be the best one. Yeah, because, like, that one I remember. Like, I remember
Zones in this
doing
region
that
are available,
mission.
Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
And I remember the cave system in there being another one, like, because I think that you still have, like, the cold environment thing. And, oh, God. Because of that, it's kind of annoying. Because it's a lot bigger cave. A lot more enemies in it. But once again, it's a level 1 hazard, so it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I honestly thought there was, like, a different way to do that part. Oh, I think I see it.
The Kett have a horde of junk over there.
Ugh, come on.
Another false reading. But we must be closing in.
Well, yeah, we've only got one more. I don't quite understand how this quest works. Like, I can understand having a false signal, right? Because it's, like, bouncing off the ice and that, but I don't understand how it would lead... like, a signal bouncing off the ice would lead you to a specific
So
location.
many of my family
Especially
are
if it's something
distinguished.
on the ground.
The name carries weight on its own. I didn't want the name to carry me. I want my own story, if that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
What? How?
I don't know. Ask my parents.
I mean, that doesn't mean a whole lot to them, because
This is the source of the periphone's signal.
Oh, God.
And there's Kett on site. Let's clear them out.
Oh, that's... Ow.
Charging through!
Let's get that shield. Oh, come on. Thank you for ducking, Joel. Oh, that's where he is. There we go. Ugh. You know, the weird part is I was excited to record today because I was excited to be done and play Spyro. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, last week after I finished recording, I started playing Spyro, and I did the first 2 games again. And then, like, today I was like, man, I want to play Spyro. Why? So that I can do the 3rd game again. It's like, yeah. It's just, it's weird. It's like I have all these games, you know what? I want to play Spyro.
That's the Perryphone, all right. What's left of her?
Definitely Kett weapons fire. This wasn't just a crash. The Kett pulverized the ship. No survivors.
Without the crew, we've lost our best lead to the Asari Ark.
But this is stupid. The Kett take prisoners. Why kill the crew?
It's like they saw the Perifona itself as a threat. But it's no match for a Kett cruiser.
Ryder, Cora, something is left. A flight recorder.
It's in bad shape. But let's see what...
Final log. If the Ark ever finds this, we failed. Couldn't draw them off. The data copy's lost. The decimation's too cunning. Forgive us. We tried.
The decimation. Hidaria mentioned specialized Kett hunters. Maybe that's them.
They've got to be Kett with a name like that.
I hope they choke on it.
Lieutenant, with time the navigational record could be reconstructed.
Right. We could trace the Perifona's flight path, maybe all the way back to the Ark. I'll take a look when we get back. Still lots to do.
Alright, and then that's on hold because then she has to do stuff with it. And eventually we'll continue that one. The next... I still don't know if we get the Ark on the next mission of hers. Like, her missions do lead us to the Ark. But I don't know if the next one is necessarily the Ark. Alright. So the reason I picked that is because we're going to do the missing science crew because we're over here. But I would rather have Vetra for that than Cora.
Are you upset to be the only child of your parents? This team, and your commando team before that, does it satisfy that yearning?
It's a different kind of belonging than family. Here, I can walk away, good or bad. That knowledge is always there.
Pathfinder,
Yet you
I
stay.
detect heavy weapons fire nearby.
For the adventure.
For the adventure.
Okay, maybe that... Where are they? Ah, here we are. Oh, man. Energy drain. It's always good to have something that can replenish your shields. Here we are.
Let's make sure these resistance fighters are okay.
See, this is the one I was thinking about before, where it's like, I think anyway that it's these guys that we can recruit. Because I do believe that this guy here, when I talked to him, I didn't have Joel with me for some reason.
So, the Pathfinder. Here to convince us you're a friend. If that's the goal, take my advice. Don't join fights that aren't yours.
Your leader asked me to lend a hand. I'm honoring his request.
Then you're free to move on. Mind yourself out here. Not everyone sees the difference between you and the Kett.
Here's a hint. I'm the good-looking one.
Ha.
I feel like he doesn't believe that. Okay, so maybe that guy doesn't get recruited. I mean, I remember that, so maybe I just didn't have Joel with me and assumed, because they already said resistance fighters, I realized, but...
No. Yaleon is an elder sibling. The younger sibling is Oleon.
What do you call a child with no family?
Sholeon. Adopted sibling.
Sholeon.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
And while you're deploying, we'll just head over here and have a last little
That's Kett technology, Ryder.
go with Cora.
Mining zones have been added to your nav system, Pathfinder.
There we go. That was one. Oof, there goes another. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, you're gonna shoot at me from that distance. I see you, cat. Fuck. God, I kind of wish that did more damage. I might have to start putting some points into my offensive biotics and see if I can bump that damage up a bit. Wasn't there... Did we already get the... Was this the invisible guy, maybe?
I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, it was. Alright. Now then, let's see. Because I know that we can get stuff off of these bases. I think. Maybe not, actually. Maybe this is not one of the bases that you can get stuff off of. Maybe I'll try and climb up there in a minute. But I'll just take a quick scan around to see if there's anything. Because what was it? It was Angara bodies. It was codes for the drones, right? And then there was bugs.
Ambient temperature is
Resistant, like bugs that the resistance planted or something.
life support is stable.
Okay, so maybe these locations aren't ones where you can do that. Maybe it is the smaller camps. Yeah, well. Oh well, what can you do, right? Okay, so let's go pick up Vetra so that we have a little bit better range than Cora. Than Cora's shotgun, anyway. Oh, this is also another one of the...
I wonder if the Angara would let us train with them. I'd like to see their methods.
Maybe.
They're a tough bunch.
I do like how your character, like how Ryder actually does talk. Like there's conversation options with them as well. Because I know in Dragon Age there was conversations like this as well, which isn't a surprise. They're both BioWare, but there really wasn't too many that your character got involved in. I think there, like, I'm trying to think of any really, and I know there had to be some, but I can't actually think of what ones they were. I mean, like besides maybe your character giving just like a little meh.
For large weapons. Seems impractical.
It's not about practicality. Half the battle's about intimidation.
Ah, yes. The Frumfrav do that exact thing.
The what?
Frumfrav. Tiny, timid creatures. This is where the data sent us.
Keep an eye out for Priya's people. Remnant? There's a remnant here?
Come on, where's there go? Oh, I apparently walked right past one of them. Oh, come on, just give me the fucking scan already. Oh, unless that's one I already... Oh. Must have been one I already got then? No, because it's too dark. There we go. Okay, I'm not seeing any more bodies, so I'm gonna assume not. We're nearing the sample site. Seismic activity seems unusual, but we have a lot to learn about this planet. Entering the valley. This doesn't seem normal. Bryn, you're sure this is safe? We've passed several IROCs, but they're all running away from the valley. I don't like this. Mezgin, let's turn back. Shaking's getting worse. This activity is off the charts. We're coming up to the... What the hell is that? It's... Mezgin, turn around. Go, go. Oliver's hit. It's shooting right through the hull. Go faster. I don't care. Oh god, Oliver's not going to make it. Keep driving. We have to get back to the...
Pathfinder, a nav point is attached to this log. I've updated your location device. Should I inform Priya we found her people?
No, not till we take down whatever did this.
Man, I wonder what could have possibly done it. I see as the architect just calmly just floats in the air farther down the valley, which looks fucking cool. It's like the big snake thing just through the air. Looks so peaceful from a distance, and then you get up to it and it's all angry and shit. And yeah, like I said, this fight doesn't really change
Good thing I love a challenge.
a huge amount from the other one, except for the fact that,
I
you
wonder
know,
if we'll ever
obviously
see a
it's
so-called
outside.
golden world that won't be complete death to live on.
Well, I mean, kind of, I guess. I mean,
Pocket the legs.
Aim for the head!
come on, get it. Oh, maybe I need to, Yeah, you mad? Looks like. Did he destroy my fucking... He did. Alright, well you go over there. Oh, there he is. Ow, what the fuck is... Oh. Breacher prick.
The legs are weak.
Come on.
It's moving back.
Is it?
Keep on it. Don't let it get away.
I'm running this way because I don't know if I can activate this turret or not.
Systems are failing.
Oh,
Pathfinder.
shit.
After it.
Oh. I mean, I realize that I'm barely inside, but it is enough to, Yeah, okay, I don't think I can turn the turret on. Okay, I am gonna go with my sniper rifle, though. Because that should, burn through it a lot faster. Yeah, see, he doesn't move very far because he more or less has to stay around the buildings
For its legs.
for you. Fuck. There we go. Let's get up, over.
The head's open.
Oof, that hurt. That's fine. Lived. That's what counts.
Creating reinforcements.
Good, good.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
Oh yeah, that's right, because it's actually hazard level 2 here.
Target the legs.
It's not even still like hazard 1 where it's like very minor. Come on, open. Nope, you're gonna leave. Alright, that makes sense. Fuck. I'm trying to remember where exactly it goes. It's like I said, I know it doesn't go far. I think it might go and sit over on that first building that we were at. Because like I said, just because of the way that this fight is and because it's a level 2 hazard out here, it can't really go far, you know? Because as you saw there, it goes through you pretty fucking quickly. Yeah, see, it's already turning around to land. Okay.
Target the legs.
Extreme cold is detected, Pathfinder.
There we go. Now open wide.
Now's our chance.
Extreme cold is
Oh,
detected,
nope.
Pathfinder.
It's fine, we only got one more conduit, and we should be able to knock it out fairly quick. Once it goes through this.
Made some friends.
I don't know if I actually got... Oh, I didn't. Well, that's fine.
Target the legs. It's weakened. Good job.
Temperatures are below freezing and continue to fall.
Oof, that is so many bombs, like, right there. There we go.
Quick, interface.
Let's get our ass over there. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, don't go too far. Here we go.
Well, that takes care of that.
We should tell
There we
Priya
go.
what happened here.
Got some remnant cores, a fusion mod of hovering. I don't remember what that one does. I think it might do something where it's like you, I think the positive might be that you,
The The ambient temperature is normal.
You take less damage while you're hovering, but you take more when you're not or something?
Stable.
Alright. Let's see if there's anything else to pick up in here. There's probably quite a bit of stuff in these buildings, but it's not anything important. They're just basic, like, I mean, like I said, I got one chest out of there, but there wasn't really a whole lot to it. So let's see, how long? Oh, fuck. All right, so yeah, we're actually over time now, probably. I forgot that our first part, or like, that this cut out on me at some point. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for more.